buddy of mine used to run an English language newspaper in Beijing. So it came out every week or so, but sometimes it took weeks to get an issue approved. You have to take the magazine down and take it to the government offices, and everybody would take a bite of the apple and they would change this, change that. And so, it was a huge deal to publish this magazine, getting all these approvals, because they basically didn't want him there. I was kind of thinking about that today when I woke up to learn that YouTube shut down my YouTube channel. Hi, this is Colin, Flaherty. I'm the author of Don't Make the Black Kids Angry, and until recently the author of this big YouTube channel that was growing like crazy. And our big catchphrase over there and here we talk about black mob violence, black on white crime, all without racism, without rancor, without apology. And so YouTube doesn't really tell you they're shutting you down. Thousands of emails, tweets, Facebook posts, all the other places where I am. That's how I learned that I was shut down. The trouble started a couple days ago when I ran a video of a news story from Norwood, Ohio. You guys might remember this. A bunch of black kids beat the hell out of a white kid. The local news showed it. They blurred it. And I said, anybody who blurs this video to obscure the authenticity and the truth of this black on white violence, which is happening an enormous amount in Cincinnati. Anybody who does that is guilty of child abuse. So I called the mom up who made the video and I said, hey, can I get a copy of that? She said, sure. So she sent me a copy. I put the unblurred version on YouTube, and I put it here too. It's still here on Facebook. And I put the unblurred version on, and it was amazing what a difference it was. How different it is to watch the unblurred version with no audio versus the real version when you hear this black mob taunt, threaten, just harass and finally assault this white kid who didn't want any part of it.
A disturbing attack in Brooklyn. Two young boys, police say, tried to mug a woman. CBS 2's Meg Baker spoke to one of the suspects' mothers, who says her son didn't do it.
Police say it happened at this intersection on Empire Boulevard and Rogers Avenue in Crown Heights. Two 10-year-old boys attacked an elderly woman, all while a 4-year-old stood by to watch. Two shockingly young boys were picked up by police on Monday after authorities say the two 10-year-olds tried to rob and assault a 67-year-old woman. We spoke to the mother as she and her kids walked out of family court after speaking with a probation officer.
I have two little ones. I have a 10-year-old that was supposed to be charged with robbery, and I don't believe that he did it.
Police say the pair ran up, grabbing the woman's purse and hitting her in the face. Ebony Blackman's 4-year-old son was with the older brother at the time of the alleged incident.
My 4-year-old was with him, and they tell a business. So he told me, he said Artie didn't do nothing. It was his other friend.
Blackman says her son is innocent and that it was other kids in the neighborhood.
Just hanging out with his friends, and I guess his friends wanted to rob the lady, and they misconfused my son with another one, and they arrested both of them. And so now they got to go back to court and see what they're going to do with the charges because they're too young.
Now, community activist Tony Herbert is stepping in to counsel the families.
The influences on the street is really strong, and the unfortunate part about it is that, we're losing to that battle of the streets if, in fact, that we all don't step up.
The victim was not seriously injured.
One of the things that makes this channel unique is all the information we get from cops. Cops love this channel. They love the books. They feel like this is what they would say if they could, but they can't. Not if they want to keep being cops. So here's the email that was attached to this link from this robbery we just saw. It's from a retired cop in New York. Seeing this story gave me deja vu, he writes. We got a call of a theft in progress. While on the way to the scene, we see a crowd of people holding two black kids about 10 years old. One of the kids is yelling, "Tell that bitch she lying. I didn't take the laptop computer." Sure enough, we get a complainant a white female with a foreign accent that in a hipster neighborhood. She points the two kids out as the ones who committed the crime. We put them under arrest, take them back to processing to the district. While at the station, they are unaware I can hear their conversation. I hear them discussing how to rob the same victim again. This is what they said. Fuck that bitch. Yo, we come back at night so she won't recognize us. This is what the stakes are. That's why this channel is important. These videos important. Don't make the black kids angry is important. Now let's get back to the original video that I did about 15 minutes before getting this in my email. So anyway, so YouTube shut me down, but it's kind of an illusion them shutting me down, because we're not in Beijing. We're not, my buddy. YouTube's not the only game. Well, I'll probably go back to YouTube in a couple days. I'll put another channel up. I'll probably cut the comments out. But in the meantime, I'm going to start posting more stuff here on Facebook, posting more stuff on my whitegirlbleedalot.com webpage, posting more stuff on Twitter, and posting more stuff on my email. So there's lots of ways you and I could stay in touch besides YouTube. Even though, but here's the thing I did like about YouTube. YouTube is a great place to get new viewers. A lot of people said, oh yeah, your stuff came up on my suggested viewing list. So let's not kid ourselves that YouTube was an enormously powerful and popular way to talk about the reality of black on white crime and black mob violence that we don't have anymore. And so I don't get angry at these things. I mean, let's face it. I mean, listen, we go through obstacles every day here, whether it's threats, whether it's people yelling at us, whether it's people complaining about our channel, whether it's people shutting our channel down. Okay, this is just another day. So I don't get angry. I get determined. I mean, I am really determined. I'm really energized too by all the people who sent me emails and tweets and Facebook messages. All the people from WND, American Thinker, Prism, the Alex Jones Show, all these other places going, Colin, keep going, keep going, keep going. Of course we're going to keep going. There's too many victims. There's too many videos. There's too many witnesses. There's too many 911 calls. There's too many police reports. There's too many people that are getting hurt and dying. You know what? I don't want to, I don't really go in for the self-aggrandizing thing here, and I think you people know that if you watch the channel, but I will tell you this, I'm absolutely convinced that what a lot of you tell me is true. We're saving lives here, so the stakes are enormous. And so I'm going to keep doing my part. We're going to keep writing stories. We're going to expand that. We're going to expand our video. We're not going to nothing's going to get shut down. But I do have to ask you to do your part now too. You might have to do a little more. You might have to come, spend a little more time finding the videos, whether it's on my website, whether you have to hunt them down on Facebook. But the most important thing you can do, I don't care if you don't hear anything else on this channel, go to White Girl Bleed a Lot, sign up for my newsletter. That's where I tell everybody where the videos are. Nobody can touch that. That's the unbreakable link between you and me that we have to preserve. I really don't care what the people at Google and YouTube think about our channel. It's funny. They're cutting me off because they say the content's inappropriate, right? Of course, if you want to hear Louis Farrakhan tell people that 10,000, we need 10,000 people to start hurting white people, that's fine. If you want to turn it on and find a 15-year-old kid called Chief Keef, glorify drugs, violence, money, drugs, violence, money, that's easy to find. He's a big pop star. And so that's easy to say, but let's not get diverted to that. Let's not get diverted to resentment or anger at those folks. No, we're going to keep going. We're not going to stop. Will you help me keep going? Will you share these videos once you find them? Will you retweet my tweets? When it shows up on Facebook, will you like it and share it? Will you subscribe to my Facebook page, the White Girl Bleed a Lot page, and the Colin Flaherty page? I have to ask you to do that. You're going to have to do just a little more now. Will you read Don't Make the Black Kids Angry? Will you give a copy to your relatives? Will you give a copy to a senior citizen who might live in a neighborhood that they don't even know how dangerous it is, but you know now because you've been watching the videos. You know the enormous amount of black mob violence and black on white crime directed at senior citizens. These are tough, tough times. I'm asking you to be a tough, tough ally. I know I can count on you. If you have a YouTube channel and you decide you want to tell the truth about this epic level of black mob violence, black on white crime, black on white hostility, let me just remind you of one thing, not for the last time. Don't make the black kids angry.